What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, I haven't done that. I've done covers, but they have not actually appeared on the channel. So, making their official debut on the channel tonight, we have Led Zeppelin. Yes, indeed. How about that? Led Zeppelin officially making their debut on the channel. This comes as a request from Stephen Rott, and Stephen wanted to see me react to this song by Led Zeppelin called How Many More Times. Now, have I heard the song before? Yes, I have. This, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember right, this was on Led Zeppelin 1, which I like. I like that album. I do. I wouldn't say it's my favorite album. I think, if I had to be honest with you guys, I think my favorite album by Led Zeppelin is Led Zeppelin 4. I just dig that album, man, from start to finish. But I know I've heard this song because of, like I said, is it 1 or 2? Wait, maybe it's on 2. No, it's on 1. It's on 1. I'm like 80% sure this is on Led Zeppelin 1. Look, doesn't matter. The point is, let's get back on track here. The point is, I know for a fact I've heard this song before. Now, according to Steven, this is a live performance. So, I will not be reacting to the song itself in any way, shape, or form, okay? I will only be reacting to, evaluating, and scoring the live performance. I'm talking about showmanship, stage presence, stage energy, stage interaction, crowd interaction, production, stuff like that. Also of note, I have to make sure I make this very clear, because this, yeah, I'll explain. I'm a little nervous about doing this. Steven specifically asked me to not pause during the playthrough. Here's the thing, when I don't pause, guys, the chances and the odds of this getting blocked are going to be higher, especially considering the fact that it's Led Zeppelin, who I've heard through the grapevine are very protective of their intellectual property. So I'm nervous, I'm scared, but this is what the requester wanted, so I'm going to honor his request. I'm not going to pause, so please keep that in mind. This was posted by Led Zeppelin. Oh boy, that makes it even worse. So we're gonna take a live video off of Led Zeppelin's official page, and we're not gonna pause. I am petrified that this is gonna get blocked. But if it gets blocked, it goes up on the Patreon page, so I'm not like terribly concerned, but I would like this to be viewed for free. You know, I don't want people to have to pay to see this, so. Look, it's Steven's call, man. Steven specifically said don't pause, so I'm not gonna pause. It was posted by Led Zeppelin, and the original video has 5.3 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. A link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh boy, let's hope for the best, guys. Pray to the rock gods that this gets through, because here we go. All right, here we go. Led Zeppelin, How Many More Times? Denmark's radio, 1969. So we're gonna set the way back machine back over 50 years for this. Wow, 53 years ago. Man, oh, good Lord. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
No pausing.
Thank you very much. I'd like to introduce Led Zeppelin to you. On bass guitar, John Paul Jones. John Paul Jones. On drums, John Bonham.
Nice.
Lead guitar, Jimmy Page.
Who? Who's that? Never heard of him.
And myself, Robert Plant.
Good showmanship.
How many more times? Treat me the way that you wanna do. How many more times? Treat me the way that you wanna do. Will you be mad with me, baby? Please, please, please be true. I'll give you all I've got to give. Rings, pearls, and all love. I'll give you all I've got to give. Rings, pearls, and all. Why don't you get yourself together, baby? I'm sure you're gonna fall. My, yeah.
How did he not put a hole in that snare? That snare roll. Oh, tight. A little sloppy there. That's okay. Rock and roll supposed to be a little sloppy. Nice. That transition. response right there. Nice. Yeah. Uh-oh. Gotta get the wall involved. That guy just sitting there not moving, man. Come on. Sucking the crowd in. Nice.
Oh, my loving. I said I got you in the sights of my hold your head in isn't it nice? Sugar and spice. Yeah.
back into the groove.
How many more times? Treat me the way that you wanna do. How many more times? Treat me the way that you wanna do. I've been mad with you, baby. Please, please, please be true. My baby.
Oh, man. Well, there you go. I didn't pause. I hope this doesn't get blocked. Okay, let me gather as many of my thoughts as I can. There was a lot to take in, but I mean, without pausing, it's hard to keep everything. Especially for 12 minutes and 21 seconds. I'm going to do the best I can. Let me gather my thoughts. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Led Zeppelin with How Many More Times. This was a request from Stephen Rott. Okay, before I get to my score, a couple of things I need to mention. Number one, by special request from Stephen, I did not pause. So there is a very strong possibility you're seeing this on Patreon right now because this is an official live video coming off of Led Zeppelin's official YouTube page. So without pausing, man, that is going to be rough. I hope I can manage to get this through without it getting blocked. We'll see. Second thing, I am familiar with the song. I've heard the song several times prior to this. So I know the song. I'm familiar with the song. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite songs, but I've heard it before. I know for a fact I've heard it before. So I'm just being honest with you guys, being straight up. So I'm not going to be taking the song itself into account here in any way, shape, or form. The songwriting, the arrangement, I'm not going to be taking any of that into account. I will be taking into account the overall performance of the song, how they played it. I'm taking that into account. And I'm also taking into account the live performance, meaning like the showmanship, stage presence, stage energy, crowd interaction, stage interaction, and production. Taking all these things into account. Having said all that, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that live performance, I'm going to give that an 8.2. Yep, 8.2. I feel great about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay. Couple of things that need mentioning here. Number one, first of all, if I remember correctly, the original recording was like 8 minutes and some odd seconds, like 8.5 or something like that, or 8:15, 8:20. I know it wasn't more than 9 minutes. It was like 8 minutes and change. So a live performance that is 12 minutes and 21 seconds. They obviously added some stuff to that, clearly. And that was cool. Listen, whenever you have a band that's willing to add to their original song in a live performance and add elements, it's great as long as it's done within context of the original recording. It doesn't take away from the original song. All it does is enhance. And they definitely did a good job of that. Like the using of the violin bow, which I thought was a great touch. People have often asked me, what do I think about that? I have no issue with it. I got no problem with it as long as it's done well and it's done within the context of the song. Now, if you were to take something like, I don't know, a song by Soilwork and have them do that, would it fit? I doubt it. I don't think it would fit whatsoever. But then again, I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong. I wouldn't know until I heard it. Now, having it done in this was well done. It fit. It sounded good. I had no issue with it. And there was a lot of variety with it. It's not easy to do that. A lot of people will look at that, oh, you're just, using a violin on the strings. It's not that simple, folks. On a normal classical instrument, like let's say a violin or a viola or a cello or an upright bass, a contrabass, the bridge is designed completely different than it is on a guitar, okay? So when you have a classical style instrument, you have a bridge that is shaped like this, okay? It has that arch to it, which makes each string 1, 2, 3, 4 a lot easier to be accessible by the bow on an individual string level. When you have a guitar bridge, there is, okay, good guitar players will have a very, very, very slight bow up in their bridge, but it's hardly noticeable. Like, it looks flat. So to be able to access the top string and the bottom string with the bow, that's not all that difficult. And getting the second string and the fifth string to go with the first and sixth string, also not that difficult. But to get the second, third, fourth, and fifth string on their own, that's tricky because, like I said, it's pretty flat. So you really need to either do one of two things. You need to be absolutely 100% precise with your bowing and be dead on accurate somehow, and mute the strings with the left hand of the strings you don't want to hit, or you increase the arch in your bridge on the guitar to make it more like a violin slash viola slash cello slash contrabass. Now, what did Jimmy Page do? To be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure. It would not surprise me one bit if he made his bridge a little more of an arch. Wouldn't shock me whatsoever. Knowing going in that he's going to use that bow, it would be a smart move. Wouldn't shock me one bit if he did that. As far as the live performance goes, I'm taking into account that they were doing this inside of a television studio slash radio studio, and they're very limited. They're not even on a stage per se. They're really playing on the ground. Not a whole lot of room to move around, not a whole lot of room or opportunity to interact with each other. Although I did see some interaction. In particular, quite a bit of interaction between Robert Plant and Jimmy Page. I mean, they're known for interacting with each other. I kind of wish, since he was right there, I kind of wish Robert Plant interacted with John Paul Jones, but I don't think he ever did once, which is kind of a shame. He turned his back and interacted with Bonzo back there. I don't know why he didn't interact with John Paul Jones, but whatever. It is what it is. No, overall, taking into consideration that they were playing inside of a TV studio slash radio studio, they did the best they could, I feel, in that situation. With a crowd who is literally all sitting down, and that's, now why were they all sitting down? Because of the stage setup. I mean, that's what they were probably told to do. The audience was probably told to do that. So nobody was standing, everybody was sitting, and I have mixed feelings on that. I know they're doing that for the purpose of production for the television show slash radio show. I get it, but at the same time, it's like, you got Led Zeppelin in studio, man. Why not put them in a more of a front of stage thing and have the crowd be around and have them be a little more animated, maybe. I don't know. It was a different time too, 1969, a different era, so I get it. I do get it. It wasn't the most thrilling thing to see, but I mean, I understand the purpose behind it. So Led Zeppelin did the best that they could given the circumstances. I don't knock them for that whatsoever. It's not their fault. That's the call of the television studio slash radio studio, whatever it was that was doing the production here. It's 100% their call. So I feel like Led Zeppelin did the best they could given the circumstances. So it was a great live performance, if I'm being honest here. It was a great job. I did enjoy watching it. I wish the circumstances would have been different. The last thing that everybody's wondering is probably they're wondering what I'm going to say about this. Do I think this was a live performance? Absolutely. Without question, this was a live performance. There were so many variances from the original. Just the fact that they went an additional 3.5 minutes from the original, that speaks volumes right there. So clearly, this was a live performance. This was done before track or backing tracks. So yeah, this was definitely live without question. And they did a fantastic job playing the song live. Remember, I'm not taking the song itself into account here. If I was to take the song into account, we'd be talking about a higher score. I can guarantee you that. But because I have heard the song before, I can't take the song itself into account. I will say they did a great job of playing the song. From what I remember, it sounded pretty close. I mean, obviously, there were the additions, but for the song itself, pretty accurate from what I remember. So, yeah, I did take that into account. I'm still giving it the 8.2, which is a great score. Now, I know there's going to be those Led Zeppelin purists who are going to be like, everything Led Zeppelin does deserves a 10. Well, okay, that's fine. Go ahead and live in your world. That's perfectly fine. Me personally, I like being objective, and I got to compare this to other live performances that I've seen that were far more impressive from a showmanship and production standpoint. But like I said, I think Led Zeppelin did the best job that they possibly could given the circumstances. And that's why they're getting the great score of 8.2. So, 8.2 is a great score. Now, there might be new Led Zeppelin fans who have never been on the channel before, and they may be in the impression that an 8.2 might be a bad score. No, a bad score would be down in the 3s or the 2s. This is getting an 8.2. If you're not sure what that means, that's okay. I got your back. Take a look down below in the video description. You're going to see my scoring system chart there, where you will clearly see that anything between 8.0 to 8.9 fits the grading scale for what? What does it say? It says great. Just remember this. 8 is great. If you're getting an 8 point anything, doesn't matter if it's 8.0 or an 8.9, it fits within the threshold of being great. So, yeah, 8.2, I feel good with that score, and that is where we're going to stay. So, 8.2, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.